Hello, Mark Sturdy here with some more prime points from our analysis this week. And if we look at the summary, you'll see that we have pulled back our horns and we are bulls of the FTSE and the gold alone. We've pulled back. We're seeing a lot of uncertainty in the very short-term charts. We retain most of our positions in the medium and long-term charts, which are basically bearish of the dollar, we think, medium and long-term, are bullish of stocks and are bullish of yields, bearish of price in bond. But I want to examine the uncertainties that have arisen in the short end and those areas that look to be resolved in the next week or so that of particular interest. Let's, in the currencies, focus, for example, on dollar yen. The dollar has weakened over the week, and it had the most dramatic effect against the yen because we've been going for a stronger dollar, weaker yen, and the strength of the weakness of the dollar in the yen broke 158.87, and even more so in the short term, broke lots of short-term levels of support. So much so that this, although we stick with our general view that the yen is going to go weaker with this big triangle, it can come back a lot further before that is threatened. And having breached 158.87, we think it might come yet down further towards 150. Look for that in the yen. Otherwise, not much happening as usual in the currencies. In the stocks, just as there was a big move in the yen, so there was in the Nikkei. Let's just look at that. The Nikkei is weak and is coming down to test this 59,420 level, we think. Hasn't happened yet, but it's coming very close to it. Having been such a rampant bull market, this is a perfectly reasonable pullback. It doesn't really threaten the big bull structures or even this trend from 2025, unless 59,420 was broken, in which case we'd reevaluate that. So we're coming close to that level. If you look here, 59,420, watch this close approach here. It's of great interest. In the end, the stocks most well structured currently. They all bounced last week, but in particular the FTSE looks very good. Right at the top of its recent, it went sideways and is close to breaking through into new ground. Watch 64.62 in the September 26 chart. That would be a signal of new all-time highs in the FTSE. Notably, too, is the S&P 500 that pulled back quite sharply. It has rallied back to perhaps within this triangle. Brave bulls will wait for a break of this 7,600 level before buying, which is very close to. Less less brave bulls will wait for a break through that prior high of 76,890. So that too, this bounce from here has created a triangle. Watch for the completion of that triangle by break up through that diagonal, which is just about 7,600. Bonds. Well, the picture there is of markets that we are bullish of yields in both, particularly the TNotes, the Bunds and the gilts. Very quickly completed bear triangle in the prices, the long-term price charts there. In the German Bunds, a break up above these big resistances, the attempt to pull back and then bounce higher. This is all very bullish for yields in both the US and the German Bunds. And now, additionally, looking at these short-term charts, we're very close to a breakdown in price terms. There's the Bund 123.77 in the September 26 futures. Watch for that. We're very close to it. And in the US, watch for a breakdown beneath 108.26 in the September 26 T-notes. We're very close to it. If these short-term charts break, then in accordance with our existing view on the medium and long term, these yields will push higher. Interesting that gilt is in trading range short term, so that's not near a short-term breakout, unlike the German and the US. Oil, well, big trading range with another trading range now between 70 and 95. We're in the middle of that, around 80, 85. Big volatility. Note in the short term, this support at 80.54. If we can get beneath that, we did bounce off it convincingly, we might be visiting down beneath 70. Watch this price action here. That's the daily oil September 26 future. Gold we remain bears of. This is the out and out stance we're taking for both gold and FTSE, the bullish of FTSE and bearish of gold. I haven't actually talked about FTSE, let me quickly go there. FTSE is bullish, but we think because of this lovely structure here, 61.42, went sideways, didn't even threaten it, and we're very close to breaking to all-time highs there. I like that price action very much. Going back to the gold, which we're also bearish of, long, medium and short, mostly because of this very overextended bull market, plus beyond all targets that we were set up to reach, obviously, way shot, way beyond. Also, this completion of this head and shoulders top, which we think has more to go on the downside. We completed it. It's been trading beneath the neckline. I think there's scope for this to break down. Watch for a breakdown through 39.95 in the September NYMEX. Thanks very much.